Hello all, welcome back to Paper and Moose. It is raining out. We had a couple days of nice weather, so now it's back to the rain. And unfortunately, it is raining on an auction day. We will see how this goes. This auction, I actually took off work to go to it. I don't know what they're going to have for box lots, so that will be a surprise. I'm hoping it'll be worth it. They do have stuff outside, but with this rain, I'm not sure what they're going to do with the stuff outside. Hopefully they brought it in, covered up in tarps. Hopefully there's not paper outside and it's getting wet. Let's hope not. So let's see what we can find today. Hopefully some ephemera, maybe some vintage decor that I like to collect and resell, and anything else that strikes our eye and that I need to have, or that I think other people need to have in their lives to resell. So let's get to the auction. Let's hope this weather clears up a little bit, and let's see what treasures we can find today. Star Wars soundtrack. Oh my. First I thought that was Bob Ross. Home movie sound effects. Tray of dishes crashing, handball, seagulls, pigeons, puppies in a pet shop. This is really neat. Sounds to make you shiver. Halloween fun. Look how cool. A night in a haunted house. Hooting owl. Creaky door. More sound effects. Old-fashioned toilet. Army plane. Air raid siren. Oh jeez. The Warriors. Buddy Holly story. Andy Williams. Ames Brothers. Moms and the Papas, they were good. SRO. Tijuana. So this is an outfit. There's a jacket and then a skirt, and there's another one. This super cute one. What's this one? What's this? These look like a good box. These lemons or juice? This looks nice. I have those. Oh, that's neat. Here's some more spools. Some old Pennsylvania customs. Petite Suzanne. Look at this one. Oh, this is nice. Oh, I need this box.
There's a sides to this.
And what's the going rate? Probably $7, $6.
The last time I went there, I got $50.
Do we have value for the? Pretty good. Yeah. It was good.
Oh, little Hank.
Jesus. Oh, boy.
Hey, absolutely. How'd you do up there Sunday?
That wasn't bad. I mean, I got rid of big stuff, so
Did you?
that was fine. So what did we get today at the auction? Not much. The boxes of spools went for more than I wanted to pay. I think the one box went for $37. Those would be good to sell to crafters or people that repurpose, but you might be able to get $2 to $3 a piece. And then if you want to move the whole box, you'd probably at least have to charge $50 so that you would make some money on them. So for me, $37, couldn't do it. The one box of children's books that had, I think I showed a little bit more detail of the graphics, that went for, again, more money than I wanted to pay. There was a woman there, she bought all the books. The same woman that bought the books, that box of books, also bought the box of clothing. So I lucked out on those. I didn't have luck on those. I did purchase one box of books, and that was the box that had the Night Before Christmas. It has been a long day. The Night Before Christmas book. This is a very nice old one. I tried to locate a year, and I can't find one. This is the inside cover. This is by handsomely illustrated Homewood Publishing Company in Chicago. Charming holiday stories for boys and girls. So these have some stories that I've never heard about before. This is very nice graphic, but it has some really nice illustrations. You know, it is in rough shape. Oh, the bread dough queen and her crusts. I had dirty hands, and she was just like the dough woman who you made me throw away yesterday, and I never want any dough bread again. I'm gonna have to read that story. But you can see the dough bread queen and her crusts. So that book is in rough shape. Here's another one, Sleepy Time Stories. I purchased the books. I wanted to purchase that large box of books because I want to figure out something to do with the graphics inside. I'm just not sure what. Here's a little bear with some oranges. So because I didn't have an idea in mind right away, I didn't buy. Tangles and the Jeep. That's a cute little dress she has on. The box also had a few of these by Catherine Dopp, The Early Herdsmen and the Early Cavemen. So it was like a whole series. When were these published? Oh yeah, The Tree Dwellers, The Early Cavemen, The Later Cavemen, The Early Sea People, and The Early Herdsmen. Industrial and Social History Series. She had a PhD. That's a neat graphic. So this is Rand McNally and Company, 1904. Jeez, I can never get this right. So I can imagine these, you know, being out in school, in the home. Two large saber teeth. Things to think about. What do you think the cavemen will do with saber-toothed skin? What will they do with his teeth and claws? What will they do with his flesh? How do you think they learn to cook food? So these are like those early readers, and there's cavemen. Here we have A Little Brown Monkey by Elizabeth Upham. The color on this book is wonderful. And, let's doodle. So that's why some of the only options for books like this that have colorings and doodles in them is to repurpose them. But, look at the color, how old does this book? And the color is still vivid and bright. And then this one, Golden Book of Poetry, 100 Childhood Favorites. This witch down at the bottom, she's a neat graphic for Halloween. So let's see, Simon and Schuster, 1947. So there's a whole bunch of poems in this book with some graphics. There was once a puffin. Some are colored and some aren't. Tom Twist. The Road to Raffy Diddle. Don't know. Oh, look at this one. The Tale of Custard the Dragon. Not Puff. Belinda lived in a little white house with a little black kitten and a little gray mouse, and a little yellow dog and a little red wagon, and a Rulio Trulio little pet dragon. Oh. There's Belinda and her dad and their pet dragon. I will have to read that one to find out what happened to him. Oh, his name's Custard. That's a cute name. So those books, I paid $6 for the whole box of books. There were more than that, but I just thought those were the most interesting. And then the only other thing that I purchased for a measly $3 was this guy. I couldn't leave him there because I knew if I would have left him there, he would have ended up in the garbage. People, once they're done going through and picking out the single items that they want or the boxes that they want, then they'll do a whole row, and a lot of times those only go for a couple of dollars. But I knew that if someone bought the whole row, he wouldn't have made it into their car. So he, obviously he's old. His eyes, I want to say they would have gone here. Were these horns? I don't think his eyes would have been up there. Maybe he was a reindeer? Rudolph? He does have some metal going through. You can see it right there. So that's to keep his legs in shape. So maybe it was Rudolph. Maybe those were his horns. But he will go with my Misfit, my Island of Misfit Toys. I think he will fit in nicely with my other sad stuffed animals that have no eyes and are in rough shape. But hey, everyone needs a home. So he found one here. So that was it for the auction. I wish, since I took off work, there would have been more there that I would have liked to have purchased. Am I bummed I didn't get the other box of books? For now, because I don't have a clear idea of what I want to reuse the graphics for, they may have just sat around, whereas maybe the other lady that purchased them, she can go make some money, or maybe she does crafting, repurposing, who knows, with the book. So if they can be put to use now, then that's good. I am glad with the pile of books that I got and with the stuffed reindeer. But, auctions, you just got to keep going to them, digging through those boxes, seeing what you can find. There are some days where you don't find as much, and then you have the other days where your car is jam-packed and you can barely fit another thing in. So you got to take the bad with the good with the bad, and see what you get. But that wraps it up for this episode. I hope you enjoyed going to the auction with me. If you have friends that like going to flea markets, auctions, estate sales, that like paper, then be sure to tell them about my channel. The more, the merrier. Thank you again all for watching. Thank you all again for watching. It has been a long day. But thank you for watching as always. And stay tuned for more things. There'll be some flea market videos coming up. I'll be going through some paper that I purchased, so be on the lookout for those. But until then, I hope you all have a great day and see you next time.